stars visible, the feather among them, watching you. As you watch it, Nasralla's voice returns, soft as starlight, gentle as the night. You have seen the stars, he says. You have lain under them. You have felt the turning of the sky, the great wheel of night, the feathers of heaven. Now rest under the stars, even though you cannot see them now. They are still there, still turning, still watching, still feathering the sky. The stars will turn through the night. They will guide the fishermen. They will watch over the sleepers. They will feather the darkness, and you will sleep, held by the same sky, watched by the same stars, feathered by the same beauty. Breathe in the cool night air. Breathe in the smell of the fountain. Breathe in the peace of the dark. Breathe out the day. Breathe out the seeing. Breathe out the wonder. And sleep. The lamp burns on, its flame a small star in the room, keeping watch, keeping faith, keeping you. You think of the stars outside, thousands of them, millions, each one a light, each one a feather, each one part of the great feather work of night. You are a feather too, a small feather in the vast design, but held, but seen, but part of it all. The stars will turn, the night will deepen, the dawn will come, but for now, for this long blessed night, there is only sleep, only peace, only the stars, in your mind, behind your closed eyes. You see them still, the stars, thousands, millions, forming patterns, the Quetzal and the hunter, the feather and all the stories. They are with you as you sleep, as you rest, as you become part of the night. Sleep now, sleep deeply, sleep under the stars, in the feather worker's house, with the maker, with the stories, with the peace. Nasrallah watches over you, his voice the last thing you hear, before sleep takes you. Sleep, 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 asterisk, asterisk, chapter VI. Repetition of movement. Close your eyes now. Let the rhythm of the feather worker's hands take you deeper. Nasrallah is here, his voice steady as the tweezers lifting each tiny feather, patient as the patterns that repeat across the frame. He has carried you through the stars, through the night, and now into the heart of the work itself. The repetition, the rhythm, the endless return. You wake to the sound of breathing, not your own, but the breathing of concentration, the soft exhalation that comes with each placement, the gentle inhale between feathers. You lie still, the feather blanket around you, the sound entering you, becoming your breath, becoming your heartbeat, becoming you. You rise, you go to the workroom. Amentekatl is at his bench, his back to you, his shoulders still, his hands moving in a small rhythm. Lift, place, press, lift, place, press. Before him a frame, covered with feathers, thousands already placed, thousands more to go. You sit on your mat. You watch. His hand moves. The tweezers lift a feather. from the pile beside him. Green, small, perfect. His hand moves. The feather descends to the frame, to its place beside the last feather, touching, fitting, becoming part of the pattern. His hand moves. The burnishing stone presses. Gently, firmly, the feather settles. The glue holds. The feather stays. Lift, place, press, lift, place, press, again and again and again. Hundreds of feathers in a day, thousands in a month, millions in a lifetime, each one placed exactly, each one part of the whole, each one essential. He does not look up, does not stop, does not vary. The rhythm continues. Lift, place, press, lift, place, press. You watch and you feel it entering you. The repetition, the rhythm, the return. After a long time, he stops, just for a moment. He stretches his fingers, his hand, his wrist. Then he begins again. Lift, place, press, lift, place, press. You think of all the feather workers who have made this same motion. Generations of hands, stretching back centuries, each one lifting a feather, each one placing it, each one pressing it down. They are all here, in this room, in this rhythm, in this repetition. Their hands move in Amenteketle's hands. Their motion continues in his motion. Their lives continue in his life. And you are here too, watching, learning, becoming part of the repetition. The morning passes. The sun climbs. The light through the window shifts. But Amenteketl does not stop. The rhythm continues. Lift, place, press, lift, place, press. You think of your own breath, how it repeats, in and out, thousands of times in a day, millions of times in a year, millions of millions in a lifetime. The same motion, repeated, repeated, repeated. You think of your heart, how it repeats, beat and beat and beat, from before your birth until after your death. The same motion, repeated, repeated, repeated. Repetition is life. Life is repetition. Lift, place, press, lift, place, press. You rise. You go to the courtyard. The fountain falls. The water dances. The same water. The same fall. The same dance. Day after day. Year after year. A woman comes to fill a jar. The same walk. The same dip. The same lift. The same return. Day after day. Year after year. A canoe passes on the canal. The same paddle stroke. Left and right. Left and right. The same rhythm. Day after day. Year after year. Repetition everywhere. The rhythm of life. The pulse of the world. The return of all things. You return to the workshop. Amenteketl is still at his bench. The rhythm continues. lift, place, press, lift, place, press. You sit on your mat. You watch. You let the repetition take you. Your eyes grow heavy. The rhythm enters you. The tweezers lift in your mind. The feather descends. The stone presses. The tweezers lift. The feather descends. The stone presses. You are no longer watching. You are inside the rhythm, inside the repetition, inside the endless return. You are the tweezers, lifting and placing, lifting and placing. Through the years, you are the feather, being lifted, being placed, becoming part of something larger. You are the pattern itself, repeating forever, eternal, unchanging, alive. The repetition holds you, carries you, becomes you. You sleep, but even in sleep, you feel it. The rhythm continues. The tweezers lift. The feather descends. The stone presses. You dream of hands, thousands of hands, millions of hands, all moving in the same motion, lifting, placing, pressing. The hands are Amenteketle's hands, and his teacher's hands, and his teacher's hands, and all the hands that have ever worked with feathers, stretching back to the first maker who placed the first feather, forward to the last maker who will place the last feather. They are all moving together in the same rhythm, the same repetition, the same endless return, and your hands are among them, learning the motion, learning the rhythm, learning the repetition. You wake, the lamp burns, the work continues, the rhythm continues. Lift, place, press, lift, place, press. How long have you slept? An hour, a moment, a lifetime. You cannot tell. Time has become the rhythm, the repetition, the return. Amenteketl is still working. He has not stopped. He will not stop. Not until the light fails. Not until the day ends. Not until the section is complete. You watch his hands, the way they move, the same path, over and over, thousands of times, without error, without hesitation, without thought. The motion is in his bones, in his blood, in his breath. It is him. He is it. The sun sets. The light fades. The lamp becomes brighter. The fire glows. He works on. Lift, place, press, lift, place, press. In the darkness, with only the lamp and the fire, the rhythm is clearer, more felt, more real. You close your eyes, and the rhythm continues. Inside you, around you, through you. You are the tweezers. You are the feather. You are the stone. You are the pattern. You are the repetition itself. Amenteketl stops. You open your eyes. He is sitting still, his hands resting on the frame, his body still, his breath slow. He has finished for the day. He looks at the work, a section complete, a pattern emerging, a story beginning to be told. He speaks, his voice quiet, tired, at peace. So many feathers, he says. So many placements. So many days. And still, tomorrow there will be more. And the next day, and the next. The work never ends. The repetition never stops. The patterns continue forever. And that is good. That is right. That is as it should be. He rises, slowly, his bones speaking their own rhythm, their own repetition. He goes to the courtyard. You follow. The fountain falls. The water dances. The stars are beginning to appear. He sits on the edge of the fountain. You sit beside him. The sound of water, the coolness of evening, the peace of day ending. After a long time, he speaks. You have felt it now, he says. The repetition, the rhythm, the return. This is the work. This is the life. This is the way. Day after day, the same motions, the same feathers, the same patterns, and yet never the same. Always new, always enough. He falls silent, staring into the water. You stare too, feeling the truth of his words, feeling the peace of repetition, the comfort of return. After a long time, he speaks again. The fountain, he says, repeats the same fall, day after day, night after night. But the water is never the same. Each drop is new. Each moment is different. This is the mystery. This is the gift. This is what repetition teaches. That we can do the same thing, again and again. And each time it is new. Each time it is alive. Each time it is enough. You think of his words, the same and different. The repetition that is never boring. The return that is always new. The fountain falls. The water dances. The stars turn. After a long time, he rises. He goes inside. You stay a moment longer. The fountain, the stars, the peace of repetition. Then you follow. The lamp is lit. The fire glows. The room is warm. You go to your mat. You lie down. The feather blanket covers you. It smells of the day, of feathers and glue, of repetition, of peace. Through the dim light, you see the work on its frame, the completed section, feathers shining, pattern emerging, story beginning. You see the tweezers on the bench, waiting, patient, ready for tomorrow's repetition. You see the pile of feathers beside them, waiting, patient, ready to be lifted and placed and pressed. Nasralla's voice returns, soft as the fountain, steady as the rhythm. You have felt the repetition, he says. You have entered the rhythm, the endless return, the pulse of the work. Now rest. Rest in the repetition. Rest in the rhythm. Rest in the return. Your breath will repeat. In and out. In and out. Through the night. Your heart will repeat. Beat and beat. Beat and beat. Through the night. And you will sleep. The same sleep. The same rest. The same return. Night after night, year after year, lifetime after lifetime. You are part of the repetition now. part of the rhythm, part of the endless return. The tweezers lift and place in your dreams. The feathers settle, the stone presses, and you are the pattern, repeated forever, held by rhythm, carried by return. Breathe in, breathe out, the repetition of breath. Sleep, wake, the repetition of days. Live, work, the repetition of years. And through it all, the tweezers lift, the feathers place, the rhythm continues. Forever, always, without end. Sleep now, sleep in the repetition, sleep in the rhythm, sleep in the return. Nasrallah watches over you, his voice the rhythm of the night, the pulse of the darkness, the heartbeat of sleep. Sleep, sleep, sleep ***, chapter VII. Quiet reflections / philosophy of slowness. Close your eyes now. Let the deep quiet of the feather workshop settle around you. Nasrallah is here, his voice soft as the down of young birds, gentle as the thoughts that come when hands are still. He has carried you through the repetition, through the rhythm, and now into the quiet place, the place of reflection, the place where wisdom grows slow as a feather work grows, feather by feather, year by year, lifetime by lifetime. You wake to silence, not the silence of emptiness, but the silence of depth, the silence of old walls, the silence of feathers waiting, the silence of thoughts forming. The lamp burns in its clay bowl, its flame small and steady, but even it seems quieter now, as if thinking, as if reflecting. Through the doorway, you see the workroom. Amentekatl is there, but he is not working. He is sitting, his hands still, his head bowed, his eyes closed. You rise quietly. You go to the doorway. You stand and watch. He sits like that for a long time, not moving, not speaking, just being. After many minutes, he opens his eyes. He looks at you. He nods. Come, he says. Sit with me. You go to him. You sit on the mat beside his bench. You it. He looks at his hands, the hands that have placed thousands of feathers, the hands that have created countless patterns, the hands that have held beauty for more years than you have lived. He speaks, his voice slow, thoughtful, like water moving over stones. When I was young, he says, I thought speed was the answer. I thought the faster I worked, the more feathers I would place, the better maker I would be. But the feathers taught me. The feathers would not be rushed. They would tear if I moved too fast. They would not sit straight if I hurried. They would not become beauty with haste. He pauses, looking at his hands. The patterns taught me too. The patterns require patience. Each feather must be placed with care. Each color must be chosen with thought. Each part must fit with every other part. If you rush, the pattern fails. The beauty fades. The story is not told. And the glue taught me most of all. You cannot hurry the drying. You cannot rush the setting. You must wait, must be patient, must let the glue do its work in its own time. He falls silent, staring at his hands. You sit with him. You do not speak. There is no need. After a long time, he continues. My teacher taught me. She was old even then. Her hands shook. Her eyes were weak. But her feather works were the most beautiful I have ever seen. I asked her once, how do you make them so perfect? When your hands shake, when your eyes fail. She looked at me and she said, I do not make them with my hands. I do not make them with my eyes. I make them with my patience, with my time, with my life. The feather does not need speed. It needs care. It needs attention. It needs the maker to be present, fully present, for every placement, every color, every moment. She said, the feather work is not a thing to be finished. It is a thing to be made. And making takes time, takes patience, takes the whole of who you are. Amentekatl looks at you, his eyes old, but deep, full of years, full of wisdom. I have never forgotten that he says, I have tried to live it, to work that way, to be that present, for every feather, every pattern, every moment. You understand. You have felt it yourself in the days you have spent here, the slowing of time, the deepening of attention, the peace that comes from doing one thing, slowly, carefully, completely. He rises. He goes to the shelf. He takes down a piece. Not new, old, very old. A headdress made of feathers, green and blue, red and yellow, patterned with images of gods, of birds, of stars. He brings it to you, places it in your hands, carefully, reverently. This, he says, was made by my teacher's teacher more than 100 years ago. You hold it. It is light, so light, the feathers still bright, still beautiful, still alive. This headdress, he says, has been worn by priests in the great ceremonies, has been seen by thousands of people, has danced in the temple for 100 years, because it was made slowly, made carefully, made with patience. If my teacher's teacher had hurried, if she had rushed the placement, if she had used poor feathers, if she had not cared, this headdress would have fallen apart. Its feathers would have dropped. Its beauty would have faded. But she took her time. She gave her care. She put her life into it. And so it lives still, dances still, prays still. You hold the headdress. You feel its weight, its patience. You think of the hands that made it, hands that have been dust for 100 years, but still here, still present, still working through the headdress they made. Amentekatl takes it back. He holds it carefully, reverently. This is what we do, he says. We do not just make feather works. We make time. We make permanence. We make prayers that last. And we do it by being slow, by being patient, by being present. He returns the headdress to the shelf.